Your paper can get painted as messy as you want. I'm just going to use this kind of a flat brush today. I am going to wet it a little bit. What I find is these paints handle the water quite well. So I'll just start mark making and doing crazy doodles with different color paints. When my brush runs dry, I'll choose another color. Even though they mix together, I'm okay with that. Sometimes I even get really wild and crazy and I'll use my fingers to paint, like finger painting. So why do I do this? Oh, you guys, this is for my health, right? I started doing this way back when I worked with children with behavior problems and children on this autistic spectrum. And I was having some issues with some little kids, or I guess they weren't little, they were preteen, I would call them. I worked with those kids and I started using art because I couldn't break through some of these kids. I'll move on and I'll do another one. So this is one that's already sort of dry, has been drying, but it doesn't look like much. This paper already has paint. Who knows when I did this. These are those Caran d'Ache crayons. So I'm going to take these crayons. These are water soluble. And I'm just going to scribble in various places with no rhyme, no reason. We basically just want to cover the paper. Okay, so now I'm going to take this water. These are water-soluble crayons, so they'll just sort of... Now this is waxy paper. It's going to do a little resist thing here. Again, I'll let this dry and then I'll do something else to it. Now this is getting muddy looking, so you want to maybe clean your brush a little more. I always keep a towel handy so I can wipe off. If I don't want this to get all muddy looking. I don't worry about this though, because these are just going to be ripped up and used in my journals, and I just want color on my page. So basically that's what I'm doing. So once this dries, I was going to take some stencils. Let's see if I can get it to kind of, well, I can go up here. I'm going to take some stencils and I'm going to use a sponge and I'm going to use some paint. And I'm going to, let's see, dip my sponge in the paint. And I'm just going to pounce. I think what I'm going to use is a little gesso. This is a great opportunity for me to show you that sometimes if you can't find what you want, you use what you have. I'm just going to wipe some of that off and I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to pounce with the gesso with my finger. It doesn't come out quite as good as that sponge, but you'll be able to see some of it. Okay. So the sponge definitely comes out better. You can see here. And there's more. So I will just keep layering and layering these things one on top of the other on this paper.